So today I'm going to be talking about um, what it's like to um, battle anxiety. Um, so it's something that I've had for quite a long time, and I think it really was something that I've suffered with, especially since like as a teenager. So for example, ever since I've started doing exams, I've always been really stressed, and it's been really quite difficult to overcome it. Um, I think for anyone, I think it's really essential that you get the help and you talk to people about it, because the worst thing that anyone can do is bottle it up inside and not get a perspective on it. Um, this is something that I'm I've been guilty of, and I still am guilty of from time to time. When I have a minor illness, I have a really bad tendency to assume the worst, to assume it's some serious disease that can't be cured, when really it's just a stomachache or an indigestion or a heartburn or some like um, some minor thing, and it can really take it out of you, because thinking that and worrying all the time, it just does no good whatsoever. I think it's just really important to get a perspective on things. I think that's the main reason why it happened. And I've never really been sure, but there's something I'm going to tell you about in a future blog that maybe is linked to it. I don't really know. Um, but I think it's really important that you get a cap on things like this, because otherwise they can run out of control, especially as you reach adulthood. And I can tell you now that it's not nice, really, because it's just not nice to have. So I think it's just really essential that you try and get a big cap on it before adulthood. For me, something that happened last year was me and my dad were involved in a road motorbike accident, and after that, I wasn't really injured at all. I just had a bruised knee, bashed up knee. My dad was more injured than me. I got um, broken ribs and a wrist, so it was a lot harder for him, and a leg as well. But for me, it wasn't as bad physically, but mentally, I know it had quite a big effect on me. And to an extent, it's probably the source of a lot of my anger now, probably due to my experience of hospitals, which is not really a brilliant thing, but that's the way it is. And I think for me, the thing was, I just hated hospitals. It freaked me out. So every time now that I have something for a week or a couple of weeks, I don't know, recently I've had indigestion, it's been really bad. I've automatically gone and thought it's like the worst thing ever. It's just not the way to go about it, and I think it's really important that you address it now. Don't say tomorrow, don't say next week, just do it now, because I think it's just so important. It's so important for you, it's so important for your health and your life, and if you don't, then, you just get nowhere. Just get nowhere. I think basically the thing you've got to bear in mind is to just think, um, like, how likely is it to be really serious or not? It's not really very likely, especially for young people. So, you know, I think it's just really important to keep a watch on your issues, and just be careful, be careful. Otherwise, you're going to get into a lot of trouble. And for me, yeah, I think that accident really opened my eyes. And I think for a lot of people, the main source of anxiety is the fact that they're something significant's happened in their life. It could be bereavement, or it could be something like that. Or it could be even something, I don't know, some sort of bullying or anything like that. They think that something or someone's out to get them. It's kind of like paranoia in a lot of ways. I think it has a lot of overlap with it. It's really difficult to measure, and it's really difficult for a lot of people to understand because it's not physical. Everything's in your head. Everything's in your head. And even now, I still have to be told that it's in my head. A lot of the things that I'm trying to say that I've got or not got. It's just difficult. It's about perspective, and it's about mental versus physical, and having a good grasp of which is which in a lot of senses. Which I've just got everything sympathy with everyone who thinks like that, because it is really hard, and even with help, it can be really hard. So yeah, just never give up on it, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Everything will be fine in the end, because as you get to an adult, you get more experience to everything. You get wiser, you get stronger, and you get better just at controlling things. You learn about yourself more, so you learn what your body's like, you learn what it does. And you just learn your mind, and everything will be fine in the end. And like I say, for me, something that possibly related to it is something I'm going to discuss in a future blog. So yeah, just it's just about getting a perspective, and you'll be absolutely fine once you've got that. So yeah, I just wish good luck to everyone who's got this, who has this, who suffers with this, because it can be really difficult, and I've got every sympathy with you. So yeah, just good luck and take action now. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it next week. Do it now. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget, follow me at Real Sam Carnell on Twitter and at Real Sam Carnell on Instagram. Bye.